A chance to sample locally grown food prepared by local chefs is coming up next month. It's the second annual Taste Local, Taste Fresh. Michelle Hurley from Hurley's Country Farm Market is one of the producers involved, and Maribel Linfield is preparing one of the dishes. We get a sample today. Welcome to you both.
Thank you. Thank you.
Michelle, let's start with you. Tell us what Taste Local, Taste Fresh is all about.
Oh, it's a wonderful event. It's a gathering of chefs from the region and also of farms that they've been paired with to come and just sample the bounty that's available in Waterloo County in terms of the type of food that we can eat.
So specific vegetables and that sort of thing?
It's not just limited to vegetables. There is dairy, meat, all types of produce coming from farms in the Waterloo region is available.
And so we're cooking up inventive ways to work with it and make it taste great?
Oh, yes. It's a wonderful afternoon event. It's on Sunday, October the 2nd. It's taking place at the Waterlot Inn in New Hamburg, in the grounds behind the restaurant. And tickets are available at several different locations.
We're going to put up some information at the end so people can find out where they're available. Now, FoodLink puts this on. Tell us who FoodLink is.
Oh, okay. FoodLink is a non-profit organization in Waterloo region that was started a few years ago. And the whole goal of FoodLink is just to promote local food and a local food economy. Food localism, I think, is an area they're really trying to encourage in our region. So they come out with maps, which you can see here. The maps are wonderful. It's the entire region of Waterloo, and all the farms that produce produce where people can go to the farm gate and purchase are on this map.
Because you don't know if you go to the grocery store where it came from.
That's exactly it. But when you go to a farm, you know exactly what you're getting. You're getting freshness, and the taste is phenomenal.
Right.
Also, when you go to a farm, you're promoting, your fellow worker who is
right here in your community.
Yes, promoting the community.
Now, we had a really hot summer and not much rain until, what, about July? So how are the crops this year?
Well, we've had the opportunity to irrigate, and we're thankful for that. So the crops have been wonderful. And in the later part of the summer, we've had plenty of rain and lots of heat. And crops generally like heat and rain.
Right.
So it's been good.
Well, let's get to Maribel. You are preparing something that looks really yummy. The finished product is here, but how did you get to that? And what is it?
Well, what it is, it's actually a different spin on the pumpkin pie. A lot of people will see pumpkin pie in the fall, but I'm actually doing a squash tart. So I wanted to show the versatility of squash. A lot of people don't realize how versatile squashes are.
So this is sweet then? It's not like a savory thing?
No, but you can make it savory certainly if you wanted to by adding some onions or different vegetables or something like that.
Okay.
But you'll notice here in this one I've got 3 different squashes, none of them pumpkin.
We're just going to tilt it a little bit.
There you go. I've got butternut
squash.
squash, acorn, and I also have sweet potato, all from Hurley's Farm.
And are they all mixed into this dish?
Yes, they're all pureed together and put into this final concoction here, which is great. So what I'd like to demonstrate for our viewers, a lot of people realize that this is really, really hard, and sometimes it's unsafe to cut. So I wanted to show our viewers how to cut it safely so that you get a really, really nice,
I'm going to move the squash so everybody can get a good look at it.
Sure, not a problem. So what you do is you take the end off, and that gives you a little bit of leverage.
A large, sharp knife is really helpful.
Yes, you can't do this with a paring knife by far.
Right.
So you kind of go in. There we go. And then this is the secret. A lot of people get stuck right around here. So what you do is you keep going.
Pound it. Oh, okay.
And make sure that your hand on this side is up. Your fingers are up. A lot of people tend to grab this.
You don't want to do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that. There we go. So then, there you go. You got it in half. Then you scrape out the seeds, put it open side down this way, put a little bit of water in there, cover it with aluminum foil, stick it in the oven, 350, 375, whatever makes you comfortable, and cook it or self-steam it until it's really fork tender, which is ultimately what these are like. If you push it,
the skin's even soft now.
Skin's actually really soft.
Okay.
So once you have a really, really soft product, take this and you grab a spoon and you scrape out all the flesh. You don't want the seed or the skin at this point. Put it through a food processor, get it nice and pureed, and then you'll get this, which is a really nice pureed product. So then we get to the tart
one more look
portion.
at how pure it looks like baby food.
Yeah, it does. Actually, this is so pure you could give your baby this for sure, depending on its age. Now, this is the stuff that most people will recognize that they'll purchase in a store that's already in a canned version.
Right.
But you can do this yourself, and if you don't want to bake up a storm right then and there, you can save it in your freezer.
Okay.
So at this point, I'll just clear this off. This is how easy this tart is to make. Okay? So what you need is 3 eggs. I'm going to throw that in there. We need about 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and you can control the sugar amount that we have in there. I'm going to grab a whisk, and we're just going to break this up a little bit. Give it a little bit of a mix, and you're just trying to combine the two, cream them together slightly, break it up. I'm going to add some aromatics here, so I got a little bit of salt, a good pinch of salt, cinnamon, nutmeg, Chinese spice, You can add cloves if you want to, which is nice. We're going to add about a half a teaspoon of vanilla. Gives it a nice backbone on the back of the throat. Give it a nice little stir. Now I'm going to add my puree. This is about a cup and 3/4, cup and a half. I'm going to throw that in there. This is how easy it is. Your kids
Is that
could
like
help
a
you.
whole squash you've got there? Do you think, or?
Yeah, it's probably a whole medium-sized squash. And I've got some nice organic whipping cream from Harmony Organic Dairy. There we go. So that is it. So you combine this, mix it up, and that'll take me a minute. And then once it is completely mixed up and dissolved to the consistency you want, you pour it in.
Pie crust already?
I've got my pie crust already. You can make it from scratch, or you can buy the ones that are already made for you.
What's on top that makes it look so pretty?
Ah, it's my secret weapon. It's actually just some melted chocolate. I've got white Belgian chocolate and black and dark Belgian chocolate just sprinkled on top. But you could use nuts. You could use whatever you wanted, and you can even serve it plain.
Let's tell everybody, before we run out of time, where they can get tickets for Taste Local, Taste Fresh. You can call 585-2367, or you can check on the web for a list of places that are selling them at foodlink.ca. And again, it's happening Sunday, October 2nd at the Water Lot Restaurant from 2 to 5 p.m. Thanks, both of you, for coming in.
It was a pleasure.
All right, when we come back, we will have a weather update and in entertainment. Harrison Ford gearing up for a manhunt.